G'day guys, Morezy here. Welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm showing you my newest elevator based on some of the honey block technology. So as you know, honey blocks have only been around for a little while and I haven't really done much with them yet. That was until I watched JL's video on his J elevator and it inspired me to have another go. So thanks JL, and I'll link his video down in the description if you want to check it out. Really cool elevator. So this one is kind of like an endgame elevator. I challenged myself not to use much redstone wiring, and it actually only uses 6 pieces of redstone for wiring in this whole thing, and you could probably remove those if you really wanted to, but it was just something I wanted to do, try and challenge myself not to use it. And as you can see, it does use a lot of observers and note blocks, hence the name, the endgame elevator. Only endgame players would want to make this. So let's have a look at how it works. So if we go in here, let me change my game mode to survival just to show you that it's safe. We hit up and up we go. As you can see, it's very fast, perfectly safe, no suffocation, no fall damage. Going up nice and fast. It does also take entities. There we go. And when we get to the top, doors open, out we go. So yeah, as you can see, very fast, very safe. Let's go back to creative. And now I'll show you how it works. So this is where I sort of started with the concept. Basically what we're doing over there is we're passing one block through from one slime block to another slime block. And I can demonstrate this. If I put a block here, go around to this side and I hit this note block, you can see the block gets passed all the way up. Now this one is a much slower version and it does use the first design that I came up with for this system. As you can see, it uses a lot more observers here than the one I'll show you over here, but one other drawback is it's only one directional, so I can't now hit this again and send the block back. In fact, it doesn't even reset it properly. I have to hit it another time for it to be reset. Again, the block doesn't come back. So initially what I started with was 2 sets of these intertwined together. One does up and one does down. And that resulted in this white elevator over here, which was my first working up and down prototype. And yeah, it's really complicated, but basically there are 2 elevators intertwined together here. One goes up only and one goes down only. Now all the slime blocks are just there to silence some of these note blocks. I just did a fill command to get rid of all the air spaces above the note blocks so that I could keep it quiet because it was quite loud. But this one also works, and I think actually this one might even be just a touch faster than that one over there, and I'll show you why in a minute. But yeah, as you can see, it does come down, and same sort of thing. This one's going to open as well. Okay, let's see if we can tell the difference. Yeah, I think it feels a little bit faster. Yeah, pretty cool little carriage. It's all like seamless and you can't see any redstone or any mechanism. So yeah, pretty cool, but yeah, quite complicated, I guess. Not that this one isn't complicated, but it's complicated for a different reason. So once I started working with that, got it to work, I thought surely I can do it a little bit differently. And then I came up with this guy, which is, I guess this is basically like a T flip-flop, like a block swapper. But it does this instead. So we've just got 2 observers here, 2 there, and we just swap the blocks. So this does up and down just with 1 pulse. So when I came across this, I'm like, okay, that's going to make things a lot easier to make it more compact, and that's what I end up with. So in here is just a whole bunch of wiring using observers and note blocks that don't interfere with each other, of course. And that allows us to change the states all the way up. There's only a little bit of room left, so there's a 2 wide column here, there's a couple of blocks in the back, and another 2 wide column that goes up there as well. But yeah, that is the end result, and it's quite a cool little contraption. And again, I'm pretty proud of the fact I didn't use much redstone at all for this. You could definitely make it with redstone and repeaters, and it would be a lot smaller, but yeah, I just thought it would be cool to try. So I guess the last thing to do with this would be to make it multi-floor, which it is possible as well. And let's see if I do this. So all you need to do is really power a pair of pistons like this. It only has to be on one side as well. Doesn't really affect it on both. So you can just do it off one side. And if I call the elevator down, that elevator is actually going to stop here because we've actually interrupted the flow. So as it comes down, we'll see that happen. Okay, here it comes, and it's going to stop right here. So you can see I interrupted the path of this honey block, which made it stop there. Once it's stopped, you just remove the power, and it sets it into a position that would allow it to keep going. So this would actually allow it to keep going up. So once we got out of here, we could call it to another floor, and if we just hit the up direction, you can see it just carries it back up again. So yeah, you could definitely make it multi-floor, and I actually did start with a few little wiring pads here that I was working on just to make some multi-floor options, so I might still do that, but other than that, works pretty cool. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I just thought I'd show you what I've been up to. It's been a little while, and I am looking at maybe doing some more things like this, so let me know what you think, and yeah, pretty happy with it. So again, don't forget to check out JL's video, have a look at his elevator, and I'll see you again in the next one. See you later. Bye.